alone about me, okay. My God, you don't want for me. You give me good loving. Nothing can compare to this. Oh, God, you've ever seen me, oh, God. Oh, God, you've ever seen me, oh, God. Mommy, oh, mommy. Mommy, oh, mommy. Oh, na, na. Come along and let me check, oh. If I say, let's say,
Good to see you guys.
if I say, let's say, oh.
Happy Easter.
Your love is more than okay. So my debt to your love.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Martin, Leah, Rashika. Good to see you guys.
Better see me, oh Dara, oh Dara, oh Dara. Better see me, oh Dara. Mami, oh, mami. Mami, oh, mami. Oh, na, na. Come along, let me check, oh. If I say, let's say, oh. Come along, let me check, oh. If I say, let's say, oh. You check me like cha-cha-cha, just to hold me more cha-cha. I feel it so tenderly, I cannot even lie. And it's okay, okay, this love is more than okay. Okay, and just a looky, I can't keep it looking. Yeah, if ever see me on that fool, I never know I want to fall, Mami, oh, mami. Just to hold me more cha-cha. I feel it so tenderly, I cannot
Tag someone, share the video.
It's okay, okay. This love is more than okay. Okay, and just a looky. I can't keep it looking. Yeah. If ever see me on that fool, I never know I want to fall, Mami, oh,
Happy Easter, Maureen. Good to see you.
come along, let me check, oh. If I say, let's say, oh. Come along, let me check, oh. If I say, let's say, oh. Okay, okay. Your love is more than okay. Okay, okay. Your love is more than okay.
Okay, that is talking about the love of God. It's more than okay. Because guess what? Like, he sent Jesus, his only son, so he can live and not die, right? So I've never seen such a love, and I hope you are basking in the love of God. I trust you are okay. I trust you've been well. I am well and kept by the Lord. So please share this video. Let us get blessed together, and as we learn together. So today we're gonna talk about a very powerful lesson called the power of your uniqueness. Why? It is powerful because it's supposed to be so, but it's fading away. But before I go too far, I want to say, what is unique? How do you define uniqueness? How do you define being unique? The dictionary comes up with a bunch of, thank you so much, Evangelist Samuel Wabogo, good to see you. So it talks about, and John Karaja. So this is about being distinct, being unique, being one of many. You know, being unique, it can be said if you are one of many, you are unique, you are special, you are alone, you are solo. These are all these unusual, odd. All these are terms that can define the term unique. Now, the bad thing is, the opposite of the word unique is ordinary or common. common person, a common, like if you are told to pick up a bee from a bunch of bees, what would you look at? They all look the same. They all look ordinary. They look common. So you just pick whatever you can because there's no really distinctive character or qualities that show this bee is different from the other, or a same looking flock of sheep. If you're told to pick one of them, it won't matter. Maybe you would look at the size depending on what you need it for, but they all look the same. Now, God took special care in creating us as human beings. He took special care to making sure that none of us look like the other. None of us, even twins, have some distinct qualities. They have ways you can differentiate them because we were meant to be unique. We were meant to be different. But today, the culture we are in today is trying to show us that being unique is lame. Being unique is odd. So people want to look like or do things like each other. But that is robbing us of the power of uniqueness. It is robbing us of the power to stand out. Because now, if you put 5 women and we all look alike, like here, you put all of us in the same spot, and we all dress the same, look the same, do the hair the same, there is nothing to distinguish our uniqueness. But still, even with that, we still look different because God created us intentionally like that. Now, when you get rid of your uniqueness, the more you try to fit in with other people, the more you try to look like so and so, do things like so and so, the more you lose your power, you lose your uniqueness. And your uniqueness is your power. Your uniqueness is in your power, is the power that you have in you. That is what will draw, that's what will attract the things and people that are meant to be with you. But if you don't foster your uniqueness, then you look ordinary. There's nothing unique about you, nothing special about you. Now, you don't want to be that. So that I want today to challenge us to go against what's normal, against what's common, against what's ordinary now. Because we're trying to do things like so and so does. We're trying to look like I like hair like so and so, and it's okay. We can be inspired. We can be motivated to maybe look like so and so in terms of maybe I want to lose weight. There is a picture or a person I admire the way they keep their life, the way they look. But I cannot be so focused to look like that person. Let them inspire me to lose the weight. But I should not be so focused to look like them that I copy what they wear. I copy how they do their hair. I copy how they walk. I copy everything about them. Then I have lost me in the process. I have lost the Stella I was meant to be, just to become like so and so. So that's what I want to challenge you today. I don't even want to stay here too long, but I want you to embrace how God created you. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your distinct qualities, be it physically, be it your character, your personality, everything about you. Everything about you, God created like that for a purpose. He has a purpose for every single feature in you, every personality, your temper, the way your teeth is aligned. Even though we can fix it, we can put braces and all that, still, it will never look like anybody else's dental formula. Your handprint will never look like anybody else's. Your eyes, your voice, everything about you is very, very distinct. And it's intentionally created like that by God. So the moment you start, I promise you, in my younger life, I tried to look like so and so. I tried to fit in with people. And by so doing, I kept losing me. I kept losing parts of me that made me unique, parts of me that made me special. when you're around people, some of them criticize the way maybe you do things, the way you talk, the way you laugh, the way you are made up, you're just personal makeup, your physical makeup. Some people will criticize that. And that shows the kind of people you should stay away from. If you are around someone who keeps pointing out things about you that are meant to be like that, but they see everything wrong with them, that is someone you need to run away from. You keep distance with such people, because what they are trying to do is they're trying to make you conform or shape you into another kind of a person that you're not meant to be. I know I used to hang around this group of people, and I know they were joking, because at the time we were doing that, we were usually drunk, right? And they would criticize the way I laugh. I like laughing. I like having fun. I like being happy. So when I see something funny, I don't even care how my laugh comes out. I just laugh. That's me. But somehow they started saying, oh, you laugh funny. And I remember starting to think, maybe I shouldn't laugh too much. Maybe I should stop laughing. Maybe, and I remember being careful not to laugh out loud. Now, what they were doing, whether unintentionally or intentionally, they were trying to conform, to change who I was. And so I found myself now, I'm more conscious of laughing in front of people. I'm trying to be careful how I speak, because they criticize maybe the way some words come out of me. But I am meant to talk like that. I am meant to laugh like that. I am meant to be that very person they are criticizing. And so hanging around these people made me feel insecure, made me feel maybe I'm not like all right. Maybe I'm not really right according to them. But these people also have things that I probably wouldn't have wanted to have, right? And I would have said, listen, I don't like the way you do this. I don't like the way you do that. And I would have tried to conform or control how they do things either too. But that is just hanging around the wrong people. That's what happens when we hang around the wrong people who are pointing out the wrong things about our personalities, about our, and get me right. Someone can tell you something in a name, in a desire to help you improve. But that thing should not come as an attack. It should not come in a way that is showing you are not right because you do this, because you do things like this. Someone can tell you have a bad temper. And yes, even you, I'm sure you know you have a bad temper. And you can work to correct that temper. But that temperament, you can fix it to where it will not harm you or it will not harm people around you. But even that has been put like that by God. It is supposed to work together. Everything is supposed to work together for our good, because it's supposed to bring us to where when God places you in your place of purpose, all those qualities, all those personalities, the way I like to laugh, it will perfectly fit. Now, the funny thing is there are people who are criticizing my laughter here, and there's someone else who is doing everything they can to make me laugh because they enjoy hearing me laugh. That's when you distinguish, where do I fit? Because some of these things, the people that don't really appreciate who we are, appreciate our oddness, our uniqueness, it's a way of telling you you're not right in this place. You're in the wrong group. You're hanging out with the wrong people. Because they will keep trying to correct you like that, and you will keep trying to lose what that unique thing is they are criticizing. And before you know it, it has changed your genetic makeup. It has changed who you are. Because telling me not to laugh, man, it's like denying me oxygen. I am meant to be a happy person. Now, telling me to be conscious when I laugh is telling me you shouldn't laugh in public. Why are you so happy? Why are you happy? That is someone that don't appreciate my uniqueness. And that is someone I should be wise enough to spend less and less time with. Because the more I spend time with them, the more conscious I get, and I get more like too cautious of what I am doing. But I'm not supposed to be like that. I can never be fully me if I live like that. I am not allowed to express myself if I am living around people who are always correcting me. Right? So I want you to embrace your uniqueness. Stop trying to look like so and so. Stop trying to do things like so and so. Listen, there are not two ministries that should look the same. There are not two pastors that should sound the same, because even our voice is unique. Even the way we do things is unique. Even if it's someone else who is doing a show like I am doing today, it should not look the same. Even if we are doing the same topic, we should not sound the same. It should not give you the same pointers. Why? Because we are uniquely placed. And this uniqueness is going to draw the people that are called to my name, that are called to my voice. Now, if I try to switch my voice to sound like somebody I admire, it will attract some people. But if you attract some people who are not genuinely and authentically mine, because I'm not me in the first place. So it's when I had embraced that I have this thick accent, and I have this thick voice, and I have this funny laughter, as some people would call it, then that's when I attract the people who are called to follow me, to hear from me, to receive from me. Now, when you try to change who you are, when you see so-and-so's ministry is thriving because they do things like this, and you stop the way you think you should do yours, and the way you are called to do yours, and start following their model, then you have lost your uniqueness. And even if you attract people, they are not attracted to you as a person and your uniqueness. They are attracted by what you are doing, which is wrong because you are copying somebody else. No two businesses should look the same. Even if it's the same business we are selling, let's say we are all selling computers, and they look the same. But even that, it should not sound the same the way we are marketing. It should have some differences, signifying how unique we are, how special we are. Now, unique can be lonely. That's the disclaimer. Unique can be lonely because most people will not understand why you do things the way you do, why you dress the way you dress, why you do your business like this. Why do you like to do things like this? Why are you made up the way you are made up? Many people don't understand, and it's not your job to make people understand. Your job is to become who you are to the core. By that I mean be real. Be real. Man, we are so surrounded by so much fakeness that now we are tempted to be fake. But by fake, I mean showing up like that's not who you are. Now, see, like the way I am dressed today. If I dress like this because I want to impress somebody and I am not comfortable, I don't feel comfortable looking like this, then that person will be impressed. But deep inside, I am not comfortable. I am not fulfilled because I'm not comfortable wearing like this. But when I dress like this, and this is who I am, this is how I like to dress. I went intentionally in the closet and I picked this clothing. Then it fit me. It feels like me. I'm comfortable. I'm okay like this. So whoever will be impressed by how I look, that is the person that is called to me. Whoever will feel like, oh my God, how can she even dress like that? That is someone who is looking for something that I don't have. And I can't make them stay. All right. So I want to urge you that to be okay with how unique you are made. That is the only way God can use you, because your unique features, your unique qualities, your unique personality, being able to voice out your opinion, being able to say when you're okay and when you're not okay, being able to do things your way, God created you like that to fit in a particular place where He will use you for His glory. Now, when you start losing those parts so you can fit in a certain group, then you have lost the uniqueness God put in you. And you cannot fit in your place of purpose because you are not you. You are fake. So today I want to encourage you, man. Hold on to what is unique about you. I promise you, every one of you have something that people criticize, that people have not don't really embrace about you. If you are okay with it, deep within, because that happens is people make you make you feel like maybe I should work on this area, and maybe I should work on this area, and maybe you should, but let that desire come from within. Not because you want so and so to like you, not so because you want to fit in this place or in this group of people. There are people today who are drinking alcohol and they don't like alcohol. I know that because I was that person. I used to hang around a group of people and I wanted to fit in so bad and because they were drinking and I couldn't stay sober, so I would drink. But alcohol and me don't work well. Now I know. So I could drink just so I stop being sober and I can act and talk like they are doing. But I never enjoyed going out in the clubs. I never enjoyed hanging out like that. But I was doing it so I can fit with this group of people. But when I go home, guess what? I had so much guilt and shame in me because I felt like, why was I even there? Why was I even drinking? Now I have a crazy headache, hangover, right? And I didn't even enjoy it. So there are people right now, you do things, not because it's who you are, not because you want to, but because you want to fit with some people, but because you want to be in this group of people. And you know, if you don't, they will say something. And you are afraid to be criticized. Now, for you to live the real, authentic you, the real you are created to be, you have to be courageous. Because when you start being real, there are people who will fall off your life. And you should let them go. You should let them go. Because those people are only around you and they are only okay with you when you are fake, when you're not you. But when you start being honest with yourself, like now I had to be honest and say, Stella, why do you drink? You don't like alcohol. It doesn't even feel good when you drink. Why do you drink? Oh, well, and I had to be honest with myself and say, well, I drink because I'm hanging around people who are drinking. Well, why do you want to fit in so much with these people that you lose who you are? Now you are drinking, talking crazy talk just so you can fit in. I had to look, and why are you drinking in the first place? I am drinking because I am so bitter, I am so broken inside, and I want to mask that pain. So I was drinking, first of all, to mask my pain. And I wanted that company because they are making me forget that I am hurt inside me. And so I had to go deep inside me and figure out, okay, you do know that alcohol is not helping. I had to be real with me. I had to be real. And I had to be honest with myself because I can lie to anybody else, but you'll never lie to yourself. So you have to be real honest. This is the only way you can become unique. You can become you, the real you that you are created to be. You can stand out. That uniqueness is what pulls people towards you, who are called to be for you. But when you are fake, you pull fake people. So I had to go deep inside and say, okay, you do know alcohol is not helping. So you come and drink and go home with hangover, and tomorrow you wake up as bitter and broken as you were yesterday. So what are you going to do to heal this pain so you stop masking it? So I had to do my work inside. And I realized alcohol is not helping me. So now I will watch you guys drink around the table and I'll drink my soda. Because now I know alcohol don't serve me, and I don't have to drink to please anybody. I don't have to convince anybody that I'm normal, that I can drink. No, I know who I am. I don't need to drink anything right now. Not because I'm allergic, not because it's against whatever it is. I just don't want to drink because it don't serve me. Now, there are people who hang around people who gossip and they get sick to their stomach when they talk about other people. But you are in there because you want that company. There are people who you dress the way you dress. Do you dress like that because you're comfortable and okay with it, or you're trying to keep up with a trend or someone else? You have to be real with yourself. And if you apply this throughout your life, in every area of my life, why do I go to church here? Do I go to church in this place because this is where I have been growing spiritually? Or is this because my friends and family go to this place? Or I'll make someone mad when I leave, if I leave. You have to be real with yourself. There are people who are stuck in jobs, yet they have an idea in their head that can revolutionize the world. But they are so scared to take a step and follow what they feel in their heart and in their mind, what they are called to do, because you're afraid the people that are around you will not understand. But if we are going to change this world, we have to change it by being real. By being real. Even when I knew God wanted me to start doing what I am right now, talking to you through this media. I was so scared because I looked and I was like, man, I'm not a pastor. I am not this. I am not good at this. I'm not even a public person. I don't like to be in public like this. But God, you're telling me to do this? And I have to go deep inside and say, why are you afraid? Because I have not seen it being done. Why do you want to do it like so and so? So I had to, for you to do your purpose, you have to be okay to be who you are and let God use you uniquely the way He wanted to use you. The way He planned to use you. Because those unique features, unique personality, unique qualities about you is what God will use to make people who are attracted to that to come to you. And in the process, they will hear and they will see what God has done in your life. And they will desire to know Him. They will desire to hear more about God. Right? So, don't try to fit in. If you are called to do a business, seek God. How do you want me to do this? Yes, seek advice. Like, say I want to build a house. I can ask someone who has a house that I admire, who did your design. But if I build my house exactly to fit their house, I'm trying to copy. But if I borrow some ideas, I can add some ideas, not with an intention to copy, but with an intention to essentialize what I have in mind. I can ask for the contacts of the person that designed theirs because I want them to design what is in my mind. The blueprint is in my mind. It's not in other person's backyard. It's not in their house. So you have to follow who you are. If you're called to start a business, seek God's guidance. How should I do this? Because that uniqueness is what's going to draw your customers. But if you try to do like so-and-so is doing, yes, you might get some, but it will not be the people that are called to come and support you. If you're in ministry, if you're in business, if you're in wherever you are in, look for who you are from within. I have been talking about living from within. That's the only time we will see your uniqueness. That's how we will see you as special. That's how we will see how odd, and we will be able to embrace your oddness. In so doing, you'll be able to move away from people who don't embrace, who don't celebrate your uniqueness. The more you become real, the more you become honest with who you are, the people that are called to that uniqueness, they will be drawn to you. But the people that can't stand it, they are drawn to whatever it is they are drawn to, and they will fall off. Now, the fear we have is trying to is fear of losing people. Because these days, it looks like numbers matters a lot. The numbers are the thing. Like how many people liked my picture? How many people watched my video? How many people did this? How many people came to my housewarming? How many people came to my this and my that? We are so worried about people and the numbers. And we are worried about quantity and we are losing quality. Those are two different things. Quantity and quality, they don't go in hand for the most part. Especially when it comes to people. Because the more you have, you can have a bunch of people, you can have dozens of friends around you, especially social media have lied to us that we have a bunch of friends. But it takes you to go through something to realize, even though I'm surrounded by thousands, like now I almost have 5,000 friends, but if I really go through something, even those people don't even know that I'm going through something. It's the people that are real called to me, the close inner circle that get to know that I'm even going through something. Those are the people, the quality I'm talking about. So don't think about how many people you have, how many people watched your video, how many people liked your picture. Think about quality. Are the people around me quality people? Who am I becoming as a result of being around these people? Am I becoming better in any way or am I deteriorating? I was drinking a little bit, but since I started hanging out with this person, now I'm drinking myself to sleep. That's a person that you are supposed to stay away from. Now, if you see someone and you start hanging around them and you start dreaming again, you start thinking, oh my God, I can improve my business. I can improve my family. I can do this. I can do that. That is someone who is inside. He's planting seeds of hope. He's inviting you to rise higher. But you have to be real. You have to be real and honest with yourself. Not anybody else. You, the inner self. You have to do a self-survey. Personal survey. Ask yourself, why am I hanging around this person? Are they making me better or worse? Am I becoming a better version of me or a worse? Have I gone down or up since I started hanging with this person? If you notice you're going down, reduce the time you're spending together. Try to start distancing. Now, if you realize you are becoming better as a result of hanging around them, then you can intentionally hang around them and pick up whatever, and assuming that relationship is both ways, you're helping them and they are helping you, right? You are going up together. Why do I go to church here? Deep within, why do I go here? Is it because I get blessed? I am growing? Or do I go because my friends go here? First of all, you're not getting anything by following your friends. So go where you are gonna grow spiritually, because that's the nature of life. You have to grow. You're either growing or dying, right? So you choose where you will grow. And people who are pushing you to grow, be it in your marriage, you can be doing the same things you were doing 10 years ago after you married. The way you are spending time together, things are supposed to be getting better and better and better, even in your family. So it's your job. This is an inner job. What am I losing so I can fit in with so-and-so? What am I letting go about my unique self? If I stop laughing because I'm around someone, that someone is not called to be my friend, first of all. They are not supposed to be so close to me. That way I can laugh as loud as I want. I can speak my voice. I can speak my opinion without any fear of the people around me shushing me. Because if you are shushing me, you're saying you are shushing my voice. And my voice is important. I should be able to voice my opinion, right? And so I know this is not easy because the culture we are in is trying to make us conform. It's trying to show us that we should be as regular, as common, as ordinary as possible. But then you're losing what is more powerful about you. Your uniqueness is what makes you powerful. It's what when I hang around you, when I talk to you, what will I go home saying? Man, that person. But when you're so afraid of who you are because you don't really know who you are, you have not really done the work, you don't even know who you distinctively are, then you have to be very careful what you say because you want to say what I want to hear. But then you're not living. There are so many people that came to life and they lived trying to fit in and to please people, and they died never knowing who they really were. Don't let that be you. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace how God made you. Your features, your height, your weakness. That, and I'm talking about weakness, knowing that there's overweight and there's underweight. That is upon you. Do you feel you need to do something about your weight? Do you need to do something about your drinking? Those are things that you yourself feel from your core. I need to do something about this. But not because people around you are pushing you and criticizing you. Or you want to fit in with so and so bad that you do whatever it takes. We have lost so many young people because they are going into drugs, they are going into alcohol, trying to fit in with their members. And this peer pressure is in any age. Even right now, there are people who, when I'm around them, I feel like I can't be myself. Even right now, when I'm around such so and so, I feel like, let me keep my opinion to myself. Because I can tell they don't get me. And they don't want me to be me anyway, right? So it's upon you to choose your environment where you can grow. Because the more you grow from within, the more you start studying out. And let me tell you, I forgot my puzzles. You are like a big puzzle. And when the kingdom of God is like a puzzle. And you fit somewhere so perfectly. Now, when you're trying to go and fit in another person's puzzle, where you're not supposed to be, you might push yourself so much until you fit in an area that looks so close to your shape, but you look so odd, and you won't be comfortable because you have to squeeze yourself to fit in that place. Listen, you are beautiful. You are handsome. You are well made. Your inner qualities are perfect for your purpose. Don't try to look like anybody. Don't try to do things like anybody in this life. Try to find your uniqueness. That is what will draw the people that are called to be helped by you, raised by you, fed by you, spiritually, emotionally, or any way. That's why we marry the wrong people. Because if I'm fake, I'm going to attract a fake dude. And trust me, I have attracted many fakes because I have been fake. It's a place of maturity you get to, where you decide, okay, I guess this is not working. And I want to urge you to get to that place. Because this is a decision too. Not just a place that you get to because you grew to become. There are people who are 50, 60, and yet they have no idea who they are. Follow your likes, follow your dislikes. They will lead you to become normal to you, natural to you, uniquely you. Because that's how God designed you. So, as you start this journey, because it's a process, there are things I used to do that I thought I liked them, but I only liked them because I hang around people who liked them. Now I have to go deep inside and say, I don't even know why I do this. It really don't serve me. Me, I'm an indoor person. And probably that's boring to someone. Now, give me a good movie, and I will sit on that couch and watch that movie. I won't care who went to the party. I won't care who went where. It doesn't matter. But of course, every now and then I'll go there. But I'm not an outdoor, always in the party, always in the crowd, always here, always there. that's not me. And I have to be real with me. And sometimes I have to say, no, I don't want to go into that place. Even though I'm invited, because I feel I am supposed to do what is inside me. And if I go, I'm going because I want to please so and so. Now, there are people who go party after party. You never rest. You never even with your own self. And trust me, this living to the core, it will not come because you are around people. It will come because you took some time alone and went within and asked yourself these questions. It is the only time you start living life like you're supposed to. It's the only time you start enjoying life. Because now when I watch that movie, by the end of that movie, I'm happy. I feel rejuvenated. I feel so good. Yet someone else who feel like they thrive in the crowd, if they go to the party and I watch my movie, there's no difference because they followed their likes. I followed my like. But it's wrong if I just go to the party with this person because I want to make them feel good. Because now I have sacrificed about me feeling good. So you have to be very, very honest. I promise you, this will take a very honest look inside you. Why do I do what I do? Is this who I really am? Or am I doing this because so-and-so does that? So-and-so says this. So-and-so, my family did this. Be unique. That's what we want to see. That's what will draw us towards you. Your ministry will draw the people that are called to be for you when you become real to yourself. Do not copy so-and-so. Do not copy this. Do you. Be real to you. When you get there, I promise you, life starts making sense. Life becomes easy because now I'm not trying to please so-and-so. Even if they invite me for a party and I don't feel the desire to go, I will tell them. Now, if they don't understand, that's too bad. But I feel I should rest today, or I should take my daughter here. Now, this quality starts forming when we are young. But unfortunately, we shut them down. Now, you see, like my baby, see, like the song that I sang at the beginning of this video. Man, when that song starts singing, I don't care what she's doing. She stops doing. She gets up on her feet and starts moving. She's like, she likes dancing. Now, that is not me. I am sure she did not get that from me. Now, when the song starts singing, I like the beat, and I'll start moving my upper body. My legs don't move. My legs stay where they are, right? But my baby, she gets up and starts dancing. And I'm looking at her like, where did she get that from? And I'm sure some of it is from her father, because I knew the father used to dance. But the father used to dance only when it's reggae. For her, as long as the beats are good, oh, she's up and she's moving. Now, that is a quality specifically and uniquely placed in her. If I shut her up, or if I discourage her from doing that, I'm just taking away from her. Because she feels so good. You should see her face when she's dancing. She's so happy. She's moving with the beats. And me, I'm moving my head, right? But she don't have to look like me. She don't have to act like me. She don't have to do things the way I do. Let her be her unique self. I celebrate that. I celebrate who she is. Of course, I monitor what she's dancing to and what she's watching, because there are moves I will not allow depending on what I believe and how I'm not supposed to raise her. But I can't shush her. Now, we have kids. Some of them are so outgoing, so outspoken, so this and so that. Don't quiet down that kid. That is a quality placed in her. You can formulate it. You can guide it. So maybe they are so outspoken. Oh, I don't like to eat this. I don't like to do this. They are just voicing their opinions. But what you can do is you can guide it. But don't hush it. Don't stop it. Don't discourage it. Because you are discouraging her from being real, from being the normal person she's supposed to be, or he is supposed to be. Now, there are kids who are super quiet, naturally quiet. That's how they are meant to be. You can encourage them to voice what they are feeling, voice or show their emotions, but in the long run, how they are created, they are supposed to be like that. Guided the best way you can to the best of their, which will bring the best results, but you cannot change it. Don't try to change them. Don't try to tell them, no, you dance too much. Right? You dance too much. Like if I tell my baby that, that's because I'm hating on her. Like she got real good moves and I can't move like that. And I feel like, wow, she my daughter? But I so enjoy it. I take videos of her dancing because when she's at school and I miss her, I watch those moves and I'm like, wow, this is a gift. So not only will you foster your uniqueness, but let you people that God has placed in your circle, be it your children, be it your siblings, be it your wife and your husband, let them be uniquely them. Let them be real to themselves. That is what freedom really is. When you learn to live from the core, from who you are from inside, that's when I can promise you, since I started living real, living as the original me that God created, I tell people, hey, no, I don't like that. And they have to be okay with that. If they are not okay, then they are not called to be in my life. And I'm perfectly fine with people who are not called to be in my life, living my life. Because at the end of the day, you don't want a crowd around you who are not really helping you. I just want the people that God wants around me. And I only attract those people when I'm real, when I'm honest, when I'm uniquely me. Not when I'm trying to be so and so. I'll attract the fake. But when you start living real, you'll attract the people that are called to be around you. And those are the people that will push you towards the good things God made for you. So do the work. I promise you, you will remember that one day you used to live and you look back and wonder, what was I thinking? Living like this, hanging around here, doing this in this place. Don't let anybody make you to conform, to be common, to be ordinary, to be any way. Live from your core. Who are you supposed to be? That uniqueness, that special qualities, that special desires you have, be able to voice them. See, I used to have these friends that were women, and one day we almost got into it because we were just hanging out, and they pointed out something about someone I had met, and they voiced out what they thought about that person. But I had interacted with this person, and I had a chance to listen and hear their side of story. So there was a commotion going on. There's a side of this person and there's another side. But until you really know both sides, you can't judge. You can't really judge. So now this person had already told me their side of the story, and I had heard the other side of the story. So the people that I was with started saying, no, she's not right, she's bad, she's this, she's that. But I said, listen, but she told me her story, and this is how it went. So I don't think we should judge it like this, because she was right in this, and this other person was right in this. There is right and wrong in both sides. So I don't think we should judge it like that. And I promise you, the whole room fell quiet. Like, what? Did you really talk in support of that person? Because the group was designed to get on that person and trample on her. But I came back with an opinion, and I said, listen, this is her story. Don't you think there's truth in what she's saying? It can be this other person is all right. There is some truth in this and there's some truth in this. So how about we take both of them and see? I mean, we can't even judge. We are not supposed to judge in this situation. But the room fell quiet. And everybody was like, because I was voicing my opinion. And I felt like, okay, so I'm okay to hang around you as long as I flow with what you think. But when I voice my opinion, it becomes a problem. No, that's not right. I am allowed to be me. I should be allowed to say what I think about something. It might not go with what you think. It might be different from what you're thinking or what you're saying. And you should be okay to be challenged, either by an opinion or with whatever it is. So be brave and courageous enough to live as the real person. The people that will fall off of your life because you are living differently, because you've decided to embrace who you are, let them go. You can't keep them. So let them go and find what they are attracted to. When they wake up themselves and decide to be okay, to be honest, to be unique, so they don't fit in, because you will become the example. When you take this challenge and you take courage to do what I'm telling you to do, and you start trying to fit in with people and do the inner work and do only what brings you joy and fulfillment, only what brings you joy and fulfillment, then the people that are supposed to embrace your specialness will come to you. And then those people that rejected you, they will look at you and say, wow, I like who she is now. I like how she's living her life now. I like how he's doing his thing now. Because you start out. You don't want to look ordinary. You don't want to look common. You want to start out. That's exactly what God had in mind when he created you. That's why you don't look like me. That's why you don't look like so-and-so or so-and-so. That's the purpose of God. A very intentional plan of God. For you to look different, for you to act different, for you to talk different, for you to eat different, like different things, be different places. Don't conform so you can please anybody. I challenge you to take this challenge and let yourself live from within. Live from who you are meant to be. And I promise you, life will make sense. Life will be better. Life will be sweeter. And I know you will thank God for this very topic. And so, that's it for today. I can't wait to meet the real you. I can't wait to meet the unique you, the odd you. And as you can hear, some of these words are soul, lone. That means you feel lonely. There are times you won't have anybody around you because the people that were used to be around you used to be around the fake you. But now you're becoming real. So they won't feel like they are comfortable around you. Who are you becoming? When people start saying you are changing, you hear people start saying you are changing, you should be glad. But you better be changing to who you really are, not to conform to someone else. So you have the permission to live as the real you. That's the only time we will enjoy what you came into this world to give us. Preach like who you are supposed to be. Do business like who you are called to be. Raise your kids the very unique parent you are supposed to be. Be who you are meant to be. And I promise you, life will make sense. I love you, but God loves you way, way more than I do. And so enjoy your Easter. Remember he is risen, and you shouldn't declare the blood of Jesus, because remember, that's the blood that heals us. So remember to declare that blood over your family, over your life, over everybody that you care about, so that it will cover you from all kinds of evil, or COVID, or diseases, all manner of things. I love you guys. Be blessed and have a beautiful Sunday. See ya.